Everybody, welcome to Attack of the Show. Now, Kingdom Hearts, it's the game that's equal parts Final Fantasy and Magical World of Disney. It's out today, and we're going to explain why you just can't ignore it. Plus, we're setting Evolution back several years with an ape-centric DV Tuesday. We'll have reviews of King Kong and the Ultimate Planet of the Apes box set. And Dark Kingdom star Kristanna Loken brightens up our dim little studio. All that plus high-end headphones, desktop toys from ThinkGeek, and an early peek at the new Broken Lizard movie, Beer Fest. But now it's time for the program that inspired its own 4-opera cycle. Yeah, it's Attack of the Show.
Pick up on this.
To Attack of the Show. I'm Kevin Pereira.
I'm Sarah Lane. Good to see y'all.
Good to see you too, Sarah.
Good to see you.
Now, as we mentioned yesterday, Kingdom Hearts 2, it hit stores today, once again melding Final Fantasy characters and gameplay into the world of Disney movies. Now, the first installment was an enormous hit, to say the least, pulling in even those gamers who initially balked at its surface cuteness. But with this sequel expected to blow up, we just had to ask, what is it about this game that really draws people in? And to answer that, we go to none other than X-Play's Adam Sessler. Hello there, Adam.
Hello there. How are you doing?
Doing very well. You look dapper, my friend.
Oh, well, thank you. And you look so nice yourself.
Stop it. Let's talk games. First of all, it's a Square Enix game, and we all know that their fans are insane, I think is the adjective.
Yeah.
What is it about this company that really lets them command so much love from their fans?
I think it has to do with the fact that they created the perfect fantasy world that people want to be part of. I mean, every single game is about the end of the world. Every single game has young, vaguely androgynous heroes, which means that both genders can sort of get in on the action. It really is. It really has hit some sort of zeitgeist, and it doesn't seem to stop. Final Fantasy XII was obviously the one other thing that everyone wants to play right now. But also, you mix in the popularity of Disney, and think about it, it is a Japanese company where Disney has even more appeal than they even do here in the States. And you have pretty much an amazingly popular thing. I don't know what it is. Kingdom Hearts.
Well, yes. Well, with regard to Kingdom Hearts and specifically, is the appeal, I mean, is half of the appeal just the nostalgia factor, or is it genuinely exciting gameplay?
I think it's both. I think for the big Square Enix fans, it's definitely a lot of it is the gameplay, though some of it is the Disney. For someone like myself, who I will admit on air actually like Kingdom Hearts, it has to do with the nostalgia. I grew up with a lot of these Disney movies, especially the ones in the original game, like Alice in Wonderland and Pinocchio. But like you have here with Steamboat Willie, I mean, this is an opportunity for me to sort of go back to those cartoons, which I loved back when I was a kid, and I still have an affection for now, and you get to sort of investigate inside of those worlds.
Now, Disney hit their major franchises out of the gate with the original Kingdom Hearts. Where are they taking us now? Do they have any? Do they have anything left?
Well, they definitely have some stuff left. I mean, you have Lion King that's in the game. That was their most successful movie ever. There's Beauty and the Beast. And there's also Mulan, which I am not as familiar with these movies, I will admit. I understand that Mulan is kind of like, it's about a girl who dresses up as a boy, so it's more like a child's Yentl, I think is what this is mainly about. But for a lot of younger players out there, these games do have a lot of resonance with them. I do wonder, though, if they are running out of movies. They may have to get into the Tatum O'Neal or Frederick Murray films next for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Do you think if they completely run out, they'll just bring the Japanese version over here so everybody can laugh at Mickey Mouse speaking that native tongue?
Yeah, they could laugh at that. Also, for a lot of people out there to check out the Donald Duck in Japanese, it's pretty impressive because it does sound like Donald, but not, I mean, you can barely understand Donald to begin with. Now it's really weird.
Awesome. Adam, thank you so much for the insight.
No problem.
We appreciate it. Everybody, be sure to catch X-Play tonight at 11 and even at 11:30 p.m.
All right, now, if you're looking for the next big celebrity, you might not need to look any further than YouTube. That's right. The popular video trading site is starting to create its own homegrown batch of video blogging stars. I mean, if the internet gave us Andy Milonakis, the least it can do is try to make up for it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. First, we've got the ultimate film geek. My apologies to Chris Gore on this. That's what he is. His username is RDTSMITW, and his deal is reenactments. He actually recreates scenes from all of his favorite movies, like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is one, The Breakfast Club, The Princess Bride. Good choices, by the way. He plays every single part, and he gets a pretty good audience doing it. A scene from Star Trek First Contact that he put together has almost 23,000 views. not bad. We're also getting to the point now where YouTube celebs are having a financial impact as well. Bowie Chick here writes, she blogs about her life, and in a recent entry she talked about breaking up with her boyfriend, but also showed off some of the cool things her new Logitech webcam can do. And she actually hit the jackpot on this one, almost 260,000 views. She also got a ton of questions about the webcam. Then a week later, 3 different Logitech cams jumped into Amazon's top 100 selling electronics.
I call shenanigans.
Do you?
I think she's a
Do you call
viral.
BS?
She is a viral marketing ploy. She does not exist. No real girls on the internet. I'm sorry. But joining us today is Christina, our social networking website girl of the week. Yeah, they exist.
Didn't you just
Social networking
prove
is
yourself
not
wrong?
real internet. She might not be
She's on
real.
the internet. Hi,
she
Christina.
You don't
Good
know
to
if
see
she's
ya.
real. She's going to be chatting it up with the viewers live from that comfy little gamer sack. I will then go later to verify that she is in fact a real human being,
You're
and I will
hoping
converse
she's
with her.
real.
I hope she is.
I do
Deep
too.
down. Guess what, folks? We're taking your chat. You can email us through our web form at attackoftheshow.com/askus, and you can chat with us in our IRC chat room at chat.g4tv.com.
That's right. Now, coming up after the break, DVD Tuesday's King. Film Threats, Chris Gore reviews this week's top DVDs. Stick around.
I think they're excited.
Now, this week's freshest DVD releases, it's DVD Tuesday. Sorry, Andy. That was I sucked. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
You want to talk DVDs?
Let's do it.
That's what we do.
Yes.
Okay, let's start off with King Kong 2-disc special edition.
Okay, so there's a bunch of different editions of this. The
Yeah.
single disc, don't worry about that. The double
all
disc
right.
is the one to check out in terms of the extras on it, because we all know about the movie. We're not going to discuss the movie.
Sure.
The extras on it, very disappointing.
Interesting.
Basically, you're going to see the post-production diaries of Peter Jackson and company. Some of the other things that are on the disc, and they're not even complete. These are things that were actually available free on the internet. Some of the other extras that are on this include a fake documentary about Skull Island that is really boring, quite frankly. I mean, just not entertaining, not funny or witty, not as good as Forgotten Silver, which is actually a mockumentary that Peter Jackson made years ago, which was very good.
And you'd really expect a lot from Peter Jackson.
Expect a lot. I mean, this is just 3-4 months after the movie came
feel like
out.
I was just
Here
in
it
the
is.
theater.
Feel like it was just there, but I got to say, not a lot of good extras on. In fact, even more offensive to me, there's a car commercial and a behind the scenes of the making of a car commercial. That's some of what's on this DVD.
Are you telling me that you're going to pass on King Kong 2-disc?
Well, I'm going to pass on it. I'm telling you, I'm passing on it.
Wow.
And also, because Peter Jackson,
not see that coming.
He's already talking about what's going to be on the special edition
Yeah.
that's going to come out before the end of the year, which is going to have a director's cut. And I'm thinking, if you're telling me that, I'm going to pass
There's
on
no
it.
reason for you to even go, we'll just wait.
No
we'll just
reason.
wait for something better.
It's a great film, a horrible DVD. Don't
Wow.
waste your money.
All right, you heard it here. Next
Yep.
up, Planet of the Apes Ultimate DVD
Now,
edition.
this is.
I
This
love all their
is-
adjectives.
Let me show you this. It comes
What is this?
inside of a monkey. Look at this. This bust.
that's
Look, and it's
great.
very furry.
This
Feel
is
the
how
fur.
you get your DVDs.
This is how you get. Well, the DVDs are actually contained in this secret compartment back here where you pull it out.
I'm freaking out.
And it's everything. It's all of the Planet of the Apes films, including the Tim Burton film. It's the television series, all the episodes of the TV series from the 70s, all the episodes of the cartoon show. There's a behind-the-scenes documentary called Behind the Planet of the Apes. There's commentary by Roddy McDowell talking about Planet of the Apes. Another commentary by Jerry Goldsmith. There's just so much stuff. There's a lost footage where they did test footage of the apes with Edward G. Robinson playing Dr. Zayas, eh? Yeah, I'm Edward G. Robinson.
So, in a
It's pretty
nutshell,
bad.
there's a million and one things to do behind the scenes.
It really is it's so complete. It really is for the completist like myself who's into this stuff. And what I love about the Apes films, if I may get now, look, the one thing that's about the cartoon show, I have to say, not as good as I remember it. In fact, kind of crap. But at the same time, the fact that it's actually included on the disc is kind of cool.
kind of nice.
The fact that it's there. So
we are wanting to.
I'll tell you this: for the collector, this is definitely a buy. But it's $180. You can find it for under $150.
You get your own ape. Who would have wanted?
But it comes with a monkey.
I know, I love
this
that.
This is the monkey that you'll get
really
this
awesome.
week on DVD.
Kind of has hair like a troll.
Yeah,
This troll's from school. All right, so we're buying Planet of the Apes. That's great. Next up, Wonder Chosen Season 1.
Okay, now Wonder Chosen, one of my favorite shows.
Just gonna go put
it's
the
hard
ape
to find on MTV2, but the DVD has every episode, and it's just incredibly subversive. It's like a perverted kid show that just has a bizarre sense of humor with really offensive puppets. An offensive puppet named Clarence that goes around and harasses people on the street. Kids going around. There's one episode where a kid dresses as Hitler and goes up and asks people questions real innocently.
And I know there's a lot of people on the offense who love Wonder Chosen. Are they going to love the DVD?
The DVD is great because it has a lot of extras on it. One of my favorite extras on it was all the auditions of the kids coming in. So the kids are just being really cute, and the producers are launching into these questions to them. The kids are really caught off guard. So much funny stuff, really subversive, bizarre stuff. It's a definite. It's a buy.
Yay!
It's a buy.
We're buying
it's
at least two things. That's awesome.
It's that good.
All right. Well, I know that you always bring something extra with you.
Yes.
We only have a short amount of time, but let's hear it.
A documentary you definitely should check out called Bukowski, Born Into This. One of our great writers, Charles Bukowski, no longer on this mortal coil, but you have to read his books, his poetry, and this documentary is fantastic by John Dullahan.
All right, Bukowski. Thanks, Chris. As always, you bring the knowledge, you bring the pain.
Thank you. Thanks.
Visit filmthread.com or chrisgore.com for more Chris, and we're actually giving away copies of all the DVDs we talked about in today's DVD Day to our chatters, or at least variations of those DVDs. So stick around. We unearth the oddities of online auctions with It Came From eBay. Chris, those are for the chatters, okay? You've had your chance. We sneak onto the set of the new Broken Lizard movie, Beer Fest. That's next.
Oh, yeah. There's too much at stake. You've got to take us back.
Be careful, will you? I've grown awfully fond of both of you.
Come now, Zira, dearest. That's no way for a behavioral scientist to act.
Right now, all I want to be is a female.
You know, they've been college kids, they've been cops, they've even been the staff of a tropical party paradise. But now comedy troupe Broken Lizard may have found their perfect movie. It's called Beer Fest, and it's in production right now, and we got a free pass to the set. Take a look.
And action.
Beer Fest is about beer.
Oh, God, what is that, bratwurst?
The plot of the movie is the two brothers go to Munich to spread their grandfather's ashes at Oktoberfest. They're asked by their grandmother to do that.
You should have some balls to take back what is yours.
My brother and I go to Oktoberfest in Germany and stumble upon this underground beer games competition. We get our asses kicked by the Germans, so we come back to the States, recruit the best beer games guys that we know so that we could go back and beat up the Germans. Very heroic.
They go and assemble their crack squad of the best beer gamers they know.
It smells like landfill. Somebody open a window fast. Wait, I want a basket in it.
Well, landfill, as the name might signify, can basically put anything inside of him. Like anything can get in there. So he basically is like a volume speed guy. He'll eat or drink anything on command.
Now let's go get sour on some crowds. Yeah!
They get Barry Badgernath, who's like the quarters guy or the beer pong guy. Like he was the best they ever played with.
They shipped a ping pong paddle up my ass.
And then there's me. I work at a lab. I'm a cloner now for the National Institute of Health, and I actually extract frog zygotes. So I literally masturbate frogs to get their gamete out.
I don't know what I would do if somebody shoved a ping pong paddle handle up my ass.
We started shooting this movie with real beer, so we had to switch over to a duel. But it's been kind of fun, except for, like, I find my character to be often doused in beer for some reason. Like, just, I leave the set drenched in beer.
I, as well, had all kinds of things shoved up my ass.
Cloris Leachman plays our great-grandmother, or great-gam-gam, as we call her, ever since, young Frankenstein, which was probably the first like comedy that I really got obsessed with. She's just been hysterical. I mean, she's got some of the funniest scenes in the movie.
What do you think this is? This is the mark of the horror.
Well, the old saying goes, write what you know. And that's exactly what we did for this movie. We took all the knowledge from our past and put it together in a nice ball of beer drinking games.
All right.
Man, that looks like fun. Remember when we used to drink crazily on the set?
Yeah,
those
whatever
were the
happened
days.
to that?
I don't know.
We should start doing that again.
We really should.
What do we call it?
Margarita Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
Can we
Beer
make someone
Fest
make that show happen?
just completed shooting, actually. The movie is expected to hit theaters on August 25th. But yes, we need to get the margaritas.
Let's do that.
Now, if the shipping charge is higher than your monthly mortgage rate, there's a really good chance that it came from eBay! Yeah. Hey, all right, you ready for some fun auctions?
I
on the
am,
web?
are you?
Yeah, heck yeah, let's do this.
All right.
Behold, the gruesome gummies from Planet Yum Yummy.
What?
Yeah, I know it sounds delicious, but it's terrific. Gruesome Gummy Bear Collection from Planet Yum Yummy. There it is.
What kind of browser are we using?
Originating from the bored mind of a call center employee. So if you've ever like wondered what's happening while you're on hold, it's probably some freak with an X-Acto knife and a bag of candy doing an arts and craft project. So it includes 6 different bears, like you see there. There's Needlehead, Teddy Cougar, and even Papa Yum Yum. They're all there. 0 bids, starting at 99 cents. Some mutant gummy bears. No?
If nothing more, a good snack.
Great conversation piece.
Absolutely.
At the very least.
Yes.
Next, we have a truly heart-wrenching auction. I'm sorry, Sarah. Please try not to cry during this one.
Oh, God.
You're bidding on Buddy's tears. You see Buddy there? Aww. You're bidding on a Ziploc baggie from Buddy Lovebug. He got his little feelings hurt, and he's been crying.
Is that Buddy in all these pictures?
That's Buddy, yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of like
Buddy
that.
through the years.
It's like that Prince song, When Dogs Cry.
No.
Yeah, so now he wants to sell his teardrops to you in a Ziploc bag.
Why is Buddy sad? I need more backstory.
It said that he got his feelings hurt.
By who?
Dogs are
when?
people too. I don't know.
By whom?
I'd pay $5 to punt that dog across the street. Who cares? 0 bids starting at 1 cent.
To hell.
Take your time with it, kids. Let's have some more fun with abnormal candy, though. That's more interesting.
Let's.
How about a herniated M&M?
How about it?
It's not just any peanut M&M. This one is herniated, and it'll put the brakes on any romance that it had going with that green slut M&M.
I've heard the hernia is very uncomfortable.
Very well. Look at the poor peanut. That looks more sad than Buddy.
It almost looks like something other than a hernia.
It looks like a lot of things.
I'm sorry I went there, but that's where I go.
Bid on it, get it, examine it yourself. Starting bid is $9.99.
Very reasonable.
Very reasonable. Herniated M&M. Come on. Finally, all of you Star Trek fans, listen closely. An adult-sized Star Trek foam finger. Apparently, these foam fingers are already up for auction on the interwebs. They were given out at a recent G-Force-sponsored Star Trek convention. They're about 16 inches long, and of course, the foam finger reads, "Tune in and prosper."
I don't know that we've ever. Oh, there it is.
It's
Have
like
we ever had something related to us on eBay?
I don't think so,
before?
but it's kind of like a.
We have made it to it came from eBay. That's pretty.
Do you notice? Do you get? Right? It's like the old Spock shocker, kind of.
Wow.
2 bids, $1.75 for the one on eBay.
You know, I come to work and I have to put up with this.
Sorry. Look, you should know by now to really always expect the unexpected. When it came from eBay! Sarah just came with a shocker. That's,
To your neck.
Don't wander off, everybody. Our resident tech expert reviews the latest in headphones. Can you shock a neck?
I think I just
And we present the nerdiest gadgets and cubicle accessories imaginable, courtesy of ThinkGeek.com. Stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back to Attack of the Show, coming to you live from a fortified bunker. Yeah, location unknown. Still on the way, Dark Kingdom star Kristanna Loken will join us, and I am preemptively tongue-tied about it. Wow. Plus, we're continuing in our quest to find the hottest women social networking websites have to offer. Now, moving on. If you need to find that special gift for that special needs geek in your life, there's really no other place you need to hit than ThinkGeek.com. Here to show off their endless nerdery is ThinkGeek co-founder Scott Smith. Scott, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, love the site. I've been a huge fan of it for years. You guys have everything from like T-shirts to caffeinated bar soap for the shower. And I want to show off some of the stuff that you brought. Really, that are great cube accessories for anybody out there.
Yep.
This first one here, bit of a plastic bunny. It's called Nabaztag or
Nabaztag.
Nabaztag.
Supposed to be Armenian for rabbit.
Okay,
I don't know.
I believe you, and Gesundheit. It's not just any other plastic rabbit. It has LEDs in it, and I'm told it's Wi-Fi enabled, right?
Yeah, it's a Wi-Fi device, so you can use it basically anywhere. It can receive a whole bunch of different media types. It can play music, MP3s, you can send it. It can read email. It can also pull RSS feeds, so you can get like headlines from the New York Times or really anything you want. It also lights up. The LEDs light up, different patterns, and actually the ears move around.
Yeah, we're seeing it
kind of
there.
dances
Someone
around.
sent it the Attack of the Show theme song earlier today, and it's playing it. And what I love is that it's also like a community device, so that if I have one and you have one, we're all online in the same area, we can send kind of messages back and forth, right?
Exactly. You can send interactive messages. You can type in, it'll speak, so you can, send some dirty jokes.
Really
or whatever you want.
derogatory jokes to your queue mate when it pops off. He
There you
gets the
go.
HR notice and not you.
There you go.
I love it. I love it. How much is something like this retailing for?
That's probably going to run about $150.
Not bad. And they're just now starting to ship to the States?
Yeah, that should be out in about a month.
I love it. The Nabaz Tag? Nabaz Tag.
That's correct.
All right. Everybody will butcher the name, but everybody will have one as well, I'm sure. Now, a little pricey. This is a bit cheaper, and you guys sell this. This is about, what, $8? I know nothing other than it looks like this came out of my cat. What on earth is this thing?
It's called the Amazing Desktop Dinosaur Plant.
This, I got to be honest, Scott, not so amazing right now. Tell me this does something cool or lights up or has an Ethernet jack somewhere.
Yeah, it basically can lie dormant for about 50 years, and then once you add water, it'll come back to life in about 3 or 4 hours.
Ah, there it is right there.
And it's a plant that's been on Earth for about 290 million years. Not this actual one,
Sure.
but it's been around for that long. So it's great for people who always forget to water their plants, can't get anything to grow. You can leave this for 20, 30 years, come back, water it, and it'll come back to life.
That's great. And really, it does grow in 3 hours. We didn't believe it. It says it on the packaging, but we checked it out for ourselves, and here it is, time-lapse. Over 3 hours, this thing will sprout. So you can literally, I mean, for the botanist masochist and all of us, you can grow it, then just let it die, regrow it, etc., right?
That's right.
$8, not bad. Now, really quickly, I want to rattle off some other things here because we've had a lot of fun with, let's go like this 5-day weather forecaster. What's this thing here?
Yeah, it's basically it's a wireless weather forecaster. It gets weather from AccuWeather for 5 days. It uses e-ink and an e-paper display. It's low power consumption.
Right. Very cool looking thing. I think this is going to be on everybody's desk. Now, this is something we've also been floating a while. This is involving magnets, right?
Yeah, it's a levitating object. It uses microprocessor-controlled magnets to levitate the shuttle. You can actually rotate it clockwise, counterclockwise, or you can just turn it off and it just float.
I love it. I love it. Oh, and one more thing. I gotta. There it is. Yeah. Force drains me. Now, what is this bad boy here?
It's the Darth Maul dual-bladed lightsaber.
Right. Oh, now, to make these in the past, you needed a little bit of duct tape and some spare time. But
yeah, now they built the real thing.
And this is all master replicas, so it's high-quality stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's all authentic sound effects and so on.
I love it. Good stuff. I love the Think Geek. Scott, thanks for coming on and
Thanks
showing off the awesome stuff. Everybody, the guys from Think Geek, they've done you one better. Someone take this lightsaber, please. Get this out of here. All right, there we go. They've got us a pile of T-shirts, some office toys. Love the Monty Python Bunny. Other cool stuff, and we're giving it all away to you. So send us an email to thinkgeek@g4tv.com. Include your name, address, and your T-shirt size. We'll reply and let you know exactly what we're getting. Yeah. All right. Also, we'll have the links to the products that we just showed you on our website as well. And for more of that stuff, you're going to love it. Make sure you head on over to thinkgeek.com. I go there all the time. It's constantly updated. They have the toys you want. Now, today's news, all wrapped up. It's a little something we call the feed.
All right, some unsettling news for fans of the dysfunctional Bluth family. Variety is reporting that Mitch Hurwitz, the creator of Arrested Development, has announced that he is leaving the show, which puts the future of the currently canceled series, including a proposed deal with Showtime, in even more jeopardy. In other TV news, the often talked about but rarely seen pilot episode of Heat, Vision, and Jack is finally available on YouTube.com. The show about an astronaut and his superpowered motorcycle was directed by Ben Stiller, starred Jack Black and Owen Wilson. The pilot was shot in the late 90s but shelved by the Fox network. Now, news from the web, Torrent Spy has filed a motion to dismiss a lawsuit brought on by the MPAA, accusing them of breach of copyright. The suit claims that the website, while not directly responsible, helps infringements occur. Lawyers for Torrent Spy are pushing for a dismissal due to lack of evidence. Speaking of high-risk situations, online gambling site Full Tilt Poker is offering card sharks a shot at the big time and big money. Players who prove their worth on the site may win a seat at the World Series of Poker. The site will pay your entrance fee, and if you make it to the final table, they'll also pay you $50,000. If you finish in the top 3, you snag $100,000, and if you win the whole thing, Full Tilt will kick in an additional $10 million. pretty good. In other news, warm beer may be a thing of the past thanks to Tempera technology. Yes, the company's created a beer can that has the ability to lower its own temperature by 30 degrees in 3 minutes. And finally, Bride of Scientology, Katie Holmes is not allowed to utter a sound when she eventually gives birth to Tom Cruise's child. According to the tenets of Scientology, mothers are prohibited from making any noise during labor. Now, on Monday, fellow believers posted signs reading, "Be silent and make all physical movements slow and understandable around the couple's house," in an effort to drive the point home.
All right, well, now that everybody's up to speed on the world at large, I give you our tech expert, Will O'Neill. Will.
Thank you very much, Kevin. So earphones generally are the last thing people think about, but for those of us who realize that they need more than that, let's take a look at some earphones in Product Prom.
Nice, let's do it.
So I spent all last week rocking out and ignoring my boss, all to find out which earbuds are the best at blocking out unwanted noise. The things I do for you people. So first up, I checked out the Superfly EB5s from Ultimate Ears. This is the brand Bono rocks on stage, when he's not out saving the world. So they know their audio. You can customize the fit to block ambient noise, and I was really impressed with the bass these buds kicked out. They'll cost you $200. Etymonic Research is another respected pro audio brand, and their 6i isolators live up to the company's rep. The triple flange bud design delivers almost total isolation from outside noise, and these tiny drivers pumped out clean, distortion-free low tones, even at unwisely high volume. The 6i isolators will cost you $150. Next up are West One's UM1 earphones. I like the clear sound and low-end response, but the one-size-fit-all earpiece covers didn't always stay in place. That said, they're a good bargain at $109. And finally, I rock Sennheiser CX300s. They delivered excellent sound quality and blocked most unwanted noise. Although to really enjoy throaty bass, I had to stick the buds way into my ear canal. Ouch! But I've heard a lot worse for $80. After checking my groove thing with each of these noise-canceling earbuds, I'm going to have to go with the Superfly EB5s from Ultimate Ears.
All right, the Ultimate Ears, the Superfly EB5s?
Exactly, yeah.
Now why these bad boys?
Dual driver, so there's basically two speakers in there, so the sound is great. It's like highs, lows, it's fantastic. And they're really comfortable.
Yeah, a specific speaker for like each set of frequencies, right?
Exactly, yeah, those are great. I listen to hip-hop and R&B all day, pissing you off.
Yeah, of course.
So this way I get to listen to it and it sounds really
Thank you for that. Now,
sure.
I'm looking at these things, these look like they would be uncomfortable, and I know you said with other earphones, you do have to jam them in all the way so it isolates the outside noise. Is that the case with these? Or?
Not so much with those. They have a little earpiece that goes around the back of your ear, and it's bendable, and you can sort of like tighten it up really well, so it sort of sits right in there without actually having to cram the thing way in there, which is really uncomfortable. A lot of them you have to really stick them really far down, and that's kind of
How much?
Not so much fun. $200.
$200,
yeah.
but worth it.
Well worth it.
If you're an audiophile, there you go, $200.
Exactly.
In fact, we have a pair of these that we're going to give away to a lucky chatter.
Exactly.
Right?
Some black ones.
Boom, done. There you go. They come in
they're
different
really
colors,
good.
everybody. There they are. Well done, Will. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man.
Everybody, don't go anywhere. We'll continue our search of the hottest girls of the online social networking scene. And we're squaring off against Dark Kingdom star Kristanna Loken next. Stick around. On the next attack of the show, a first look at the new vehicle-based, massively multiplayer online game, Auto Assault. Plus, we graduate with honors from DJ school, Scratch DJ Academy. And we ask 24-star Ray Wise what it's like to be an evil vice president. Because, such a thing is entirely fictional. All that on the next attack of the show. From sexy cyborg to vengeful vampire hunter, Kristanna Loken has shot, stabbed, and compound fractured her way into our hearts. In the new movie Dark Kingdom, she returns as a dreadlocked warrior queen who doesn't really let a little thing like, being on her honeymoon stop her from kicking some serious ass. Take a look.
My strength is a gift from the gods, and it lies in this belt. Once you've removed it, you'll find a yielding maiden in your arms. Can the man who survived my challenge not survive his own wedding night?
Yeah, that reminds me of prom night. Kristanna, thank you. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Must have been a memorable prom night.
It was, in fact. In fact, she defeated me in several ways. In your films, you're so strong, so dominating, But when you go home, I mean, be honest, it's bunny slippers and bubble baths, right?
Completely, all the way.
Chamomile tea, soothing music.
All of it. I mean, I've got to be comfortable because otherwise I'm wearing like tight leather like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I go home, put on the comfy outfit, curl up with a book and my dog.
So you don't wear forearm blades when you're gardening or anything like that?
Not
that's-
generally,
okay.
unless I have dangerous neighbors. Then I might break them out.
You break out the broadsword while you're mowing the lawn, just so they know who they're dealing with.
Exactly.
Have you become so proficient with all this weaponry? I mean, it seems like either your arm is morphing into a rocket launcher, or you've got just an arsenal of medieval weapons at home. Like, do you practice this stuff in the off season?
Generally not, but I do feel pretty confident that I can handle myself in a dark alley.
I bet you could.
Yeah, and I love working with the weapons, like with Dark Kingdom, all these medieval weapons, sword and shield and axe and spear and everything. It's a lot of fun. I have a dance background, so I'm able to incorporate the choreography like a dance. And
Oh, sure. Most fight choreography nowadays is essentially just dance choreography, right?
Absolutely.
Except you could be decapitated in case you miss a pirouette or a step ball change.
This is very true.
Yeah, you got to be careful there. I want to ask about the Dark Kingdom because I know it's magical spells and dwarfs and a mystical ring. Sounds a little bit like Lord of the Rings. Why is that?
Well, actually, it's based on Norse mythology that inspired Wagner to do an opera about it, and also Tolkien to write Lord of the Rings.
There you have it.
So, yes, not too dissimilar.
Now the movie premiered last night on Sci-Fi, the first half. They've kind of chopped it up, but it's also out on DVD now, correct?
That's right. The second half airs tonight on Sci-Fi at 9 p.m., and the DVD releases today, and also the soundtrack.
And what's the deal with your character there? Why is she so frustrated on her wedding night? I mean, that's supposed to be a happy thing. You're so angry with this guy. He just proposed.
Well, because it's not the one she wants to marry, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bit of a love triangle. She's the queen of Iceland, Queen Brunhild, and she wants to marry the only man that can best her in battle.
Sure.
Well, there was some mysticism that went on, and this guy beat her in battle, but not in the pure of heart way.
Gotcha. And he hasn't bathed in the dragon's blood, which clearly any man worth his might would have before proposing.
Exactly.
All right. Fantasy and sci-fi. I mean, you're so well known for these genres, and the fans, I've been to a couple conventions. They can be a little... So I'm curious, do you love that kind of attention and that affection from them? Or do you like the hardcore fans? Or is there a point where it's like, okay, you could stay that far away now at this point?
You know what? I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't have fans.
Mm-hmm.
So however they come, however they want to invest in what I'm about or what I have to offer through my art, it's fine with me. You know, they're very loyal people, and I don't mind it at all.
Very nice. I know there's a lot of fans of the PC game Dungeon Siege. I'm a big fan as well. And I know you're working on the Dungeon Siege movie coming out. Can you tell us about that project?
Sure. That is another big medieval epic. We have a great cast. Ray Liotta's the bad guy, Jason Statham's the hero, Burt Reynolds is the king, Lily Sobieski, Claire Forlani, John Rhys Davies. Huge cast. And I got to
And you're killing all of them?
No.
No.
No, I'm protecting the forest. I am a wood
You're
nymph.
a wood nymph, yes. Which is if you're going to have a nymph, it might as well be the
You
wood
got to be a wood
variety.
nymph.
Got it.
Exactly. So I got to work with Tony Ching, who you might remember from House of Flying Daggers and Hero. He directed our second unit, so we do a lot of really cool aerial wire work, and I also got to work with the acrobats from Cirque du Soleil. So we do some pretty
Pulling out
fun
all the
stuff.
stops. You're so busy. There's another project I want to ask about as well, Lime Salted Love, because I want to know what weaponry are you using in this film. I mean, double-bladed axes, kite shields. Who are we assimilating?
Well, I'm just using the weapon of my heart, I think, in this film.
Destructive.
Yes, deadly and very sweet.
Now, what's the premise behind Lime Salted Love?
Well, Lime Salted Love is a total blood, sweat, and tears project. I produced it and starred in it with a friend of mine. We collaborated on a short that we both got acclaim on the independent circuit, so this will probably find its home there as well. Total blood, sweat, and tears. It's about a love triangle between three young people in L.A. and how childhood traumas can shape their sexuality as an adult.
That's what I blame my sexuality on, completely, is childhood trauma. So.
Clearly.
Exactly. There's a lot more going on. Kristana, thank you for finding time in your schedule to come down and talk with us. We appreciate it.
My
Best
pleasure.
of luck on everything.
Thanks very much.
Everybody, we are giving out copies of the Dark Kingdom soundtrack to some lucky people in our chat room. And the movie, like I said, it's out today on DVD from Sony Pictures. You can also check part 2 of the miniseries tonight on the Sci-Fi Channel. Coming up, though, who will be this week's hottest social networking website girl? Find out next. Everyone, joining us today is Christina, the Attack of the Show social networking website girl of the week. Christina, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I heard that you were, at first, you were kind of against the MySpace deal. Like, you were anti-MySpace.
I was, because I saw how addicted people got, and so I didn't want to, like, waste my time on the computer anymore, because I do IM and everything as well, as well.
Right.
But my little sister signed me up behind my back.
Did she put pictures up there and start chatting with guys as you, or?
No.
Okay.
Well, she didn't really chat, but she put pictures up, and then I, I kind of logged in, and I asked her what my password was, and then, I'm totally addicted now.
And now this is your new addiction.
This is me, yeah.
Right.
I'm on it all the time.
Well, I want to show the folks at home how you became the MySpace girl of the week, so take a look. This is Christina.
Hi, my name's Christina, and I'm competing to be the next MySpace girl of the week. Let me show you my place. So this is my room, and there's nothing too crazy about it.
You've learned well from your mom.
Mom, you are so cheesy right now. This is where I come and relax after work. My bed's really comfortable for that. This is where all the magic happens. I'm kidding. Not much goes on in here, unfortunately. What are you laughing at? This is my desk area. This is where I spend a lot of my time after work. Right now, I'm reading Al Capone biography. He is really interesting to me because he was Italian and I'm Italian, so this is a picture of my dad and I. My dad is an onion farmer. I was about 1 here. I do spend a lot of time on here. I'm very addicted to MySpace. Went to the Playboy Mansion for Halloween. This is a conservative outfit there. I'm 6 feet tall, but I wear heels all the time. These are one of my favorite pairs. This gives me about 3 inches, so when I go out, I'm like 6'3", 6'4".
You need to listen to me. I'm trying to help you out. I'm such a pro at this. I could do this all day.
I'm done. Mom, why are you waving at me like a wild banshee in the background? Oh, like I know what you mean when you're like this. They're gonna vote for me, don't worry. I work for a juice company, a health food juice company. Oh my God, what am I getting myself into? Part of my job is to set up displays. I use this table saw here. It's one of the most dangerous tools out there. Let's crank this up.
Not bad at all, Christina.
Thank
Not bad.
you.
Now, how
Thank you.
tall are you again in those heels?
In these heels, I'm probably 6'3". Yeah, without heels, 6 feet.
Okay.
A
Now,
little over.
do you have a problem dating any shorter guys? Because I'm only 6'2",
Right,
without
right.
heels. I mean, would you have a problem like hooking up with a guy like me per se? Or?
No, it's kind of funny because whenever I go out, a lot of shorter guys approach me, more so than tall. So
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
At all, yeah.
Now, does your mother bother you? What's the deal with that? Because it seems like you love her,
No.
but you kind of want to choke her.
Her not. No, I do. I love her, but we're kind of like best friends. So she's always chiming in whenever she's around me, or
Do you feel like you're in competition with her? Because we were clearly there to put you on our program, but Mom was chiming in, of course. So.
No, I don't feel like I'm in competition with her ever. But no, we have a good time.
Well, Christina, today you're in competition with her.
Oh.
I don't know if we told you about this, but you're about to find out this week, folks. All right, you're gonna have a very special vote. You're either gonna vote for Christina or her mom. Yeah, that's right. You can vote for Christina or her mom to come back on the show as the new girl. I think this is awesome, by the way. So be sure to check out Christina's profile at attackoftheshow.com. And if you think you have what it takes to be a social networking girl, then email us through our MySpace profile at myspace.com/AOTS. And remember to vote, everyone, Christina or her mom. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Everybody, stay where you are. We'll be reading some emails and chat questions next.
Attack of the Show, baby. Attack.
I don't even know what that meant. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Attack of the Show. We have this IRC chat room, and every now and then we get questions in it, and sometimes we ask those questions and then answer them.
Shall we
now
do that
is one
now?
of those times, yes.
Big Fella 13 has a question. What else would be really cool to store in an ape head? I believe he was referring to, in addition to the DVDs earlier, during DVDs day. I don't know, Pez?
Booze.
Booze.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Booze is good. I don't like. I'm against the ape head at the collector's edition. It's like
really?
Yeah, because you buy like media centers and you buy
it.
shelving that's designed to hold DVDs, and then you've got this awkward ape-headed thing that's like.
But think about
it's
it.
a
Like
work
you
of
bring
art.
the ape head out at a party, and then you're like,
if it was that like ape head from WowWee that's articulated and can talk and like really freak you out if you're tripping on shrooms, then yes, that is the one I would store my DVDs in. But that little guy,
all right.
Well, you know,
Sorry.
you can't take them out and just put them on the shelf, and you have the ape head there on a shelf.
I just don't want the ape head.
So close-minded.
That's true. He has a
To each his own or her own. Musclehead Mike asks, is there anything more valuable than puppy tears? It's an age-old question, and I believe the answer is yes.
Yeah.
I'd pay good money to see some Kevin Pereira tears right now.
That,
Sarah, can you make that happen?
I can do some gator tears,
Kevin,
actually.
I bet you could cry on command.
Yeah.
I used to be
I
able
know
to.
you pretty
I used to be
well.
able to, but I've got way too much makeup under my eyes, so it's going to take a little while. and I'll
Tammy
really
Faye.
struggle.
You just might
Tammy
make it
Faye
look
Pereira.
weird.
But to answer your question, yes, the one thing more valuable are the shattered dreams of a child.
Boo.
See, those don't really hold much worth for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, true.
Puppy tears. Kenneth, I'm sorry, _ Pereira asks, hey, will Kevin kick my dog?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'll kick your dog. Bring him on down to the studio. We'll do it.
Those
top of
puppy
the show.
tears really resonated with our fans.
They really
didn't
did. No, I will totally boot your dog. I will punt him with a sandal or an army boot, whatever piece of shoe wear you'd like.
I can't get past his last name.
Yeah.
Kevin, you should be freaking out. The guy has your last name.
He does. He's lying. Kenneth Pereira.
Kenneth
It's like
Pereira.
Stan.
Wow, he's been on the show before. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? General _ Taste asks, what does your poker face look like?
Oh. Will, do you have a poker face? Let's see it. Oh, that's good.
That's pretty good.
Sarah?
See, when I do it, this is my little ploy. I'm always like, what's higher, 3 or an 8?
I
and
gotcha.
I'm like, damn!
Pwned.
I mean,
Gotcha.
it works for a while. It works for like an hour.
Not bad.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh, my poker face?
Yeah.
No, that's kind
I
of.
don't
You
get it.
want to see it again? Go ahead.
Yes.
It's a lot like his O
That's all you
face.
got. I got nothing. What do you got? Another question?
Biker10 asks, how has childhood tragedy affected the host's sexuality?
Ooh.
That's a really personal question. I'm not sure I'm ready for this.
Uncle Ricky.
I love my uncle.
Thanks to our guests, Christina Loken, Scott Smith, Chris Gore, Adam Sesser, and our social networking girl of the week, Christina. See you
I love
guys.
you, Uncle Rick.